Good morning, everyone. So today we are going to give a presentations on our final group proposal. Our topic is Beryl's Chocolate Museum. Here. Let me introduce our group leader, Tan Wei En, and then Xiao Shan, Natalie, and I'm Chin Jing Wen. So let's begin with our introductions. Background of attractions. Next. Okay, so based on our research, actually, Malaysia is reputed to be one of the country with the sweetest tooth in Southeast Asia. And chocolate has a very high possibility to become one of the best choice for them to fulfill their sweet tooth. However, there's a very little chocolate tea museums stated in Malaysia, total not more than 5. Because of this information limitation, which will lead to a lot of misunderstanding and lack of information, and also the bad impressions lead to some of the people that not really know about chocolate. They think that eating chocolate will have cause a lot of disease, like leading a tooth decay, like obesity and so on, to human health. So in order to reduce this kind of misunderstanding, we decided to start up a new chocolate museum in order to provide a diverse perspective of chocolate. The brand that we selected to present our chocolate museum is Barrels. Barrels is one of the famous chocolate brand in Malaysia. It is first established in 1995. And however, they also have own their chocolate museum in Selangor, but they did not update any new facilities or equipment inside their chocolate museum, and lead to a decreasing attractive, as well as their target market not willing to visit their museum. So our new chocolate museum will having this kind of information technology system and as advanced technology, while comparing with the old one will have a lot of difference. So we will use this kind of technology to help us to deliver of this information's background of and history about barrels, instead of like using the picture and long descriptions. And the place that we select to develop our museum is Langkawi Island. Langkawi Island is one of the most tourism destination in Malaysia. Most of the people will go there and enjoy their vacation. They're attracting both local and foreign tourists. By taking these advantages of geographic, it is very good. It is a very good place for us to actually start up a new chocolate museum with advanced technology and facilities. Next, please. So this is the detailed location that we have for our chocolate museum, which is stated between the Langkawi Cable Car parking standard and the Oriental Village. It is facing the main roads between these two areas, and it's very easy to notice by the visitor, although even though you are first time visit there. And then there were also a lot of tourism attractions stay over there. Like the most famous one will be the Sky Cap. Next. Then we'll move on to our chocolate itself, the unique selling point that we provide to our guests. Like we noticed that most of the people will find that visiting a museum is a quite boring things to do, because they're all filled with all dual picture, long description, and which is very lack of interactive and attractiveness. So to change this kind of concept in the public, we instill all of this advanced technology, which is more fitting to the time and model setting nowadays, to increase and enhance the attractiveness and interactions to our visitor. They are able to get all of this unique and unforgettable learning experience after they visit to our chocolate museum. And we also implement some technology which can give our visitor and deep impressions on their five senses, like sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. So through these five senses, they are able to get all of these informations and as well as very good memory after they visit our chocolate museum. On the other hand, we will also provide this shuttle bus for our guests to complete their whole itinerary in our chocolate museum. Something that we cannot forget is the eco-friendly management, which is good for us to give out a responsible management for our planet. So let's move on to the museum, and I will discuss one by one. Gallery is the first place that after you take the tickets and then enter to our museum. This is a digital gallery with full use of technology like our smart TV, QR code, and so on. All of these are able to attract the younger generations visitor to visit our gallery. And then they will also filtered with models of chocolate machine and digital screen, which to explain the history, background, and others interesting informations about barrels. And after they visit this gallery, there's a Q&A section set up for them to test their understanding, which called Chocolate U Quiz. The top 3 winners are going to win the limited edition prizes as their rewards to for their hardworking and concentration during this journey in our gallery. Yes, next. Then we move on to our 3D rooms. This area is able to provide a 360-degree 3D version experience to all of our visitors. They're able to feel and see the cocoa planting process, like how we plant, how we take care of the cocoa, and then how we transfer the cocoa into the chocolate that we are eating nowadays. We are eating now. And then there's the exhibitions hall to present of the chocolate contest of the chocolate model and also the beautiful model built by the top chocolater around the world. And then this model will presented using our holographic projections, which is very new and very fresh to our visitor because based on our research, this technology is currently only used by our museum. There's no other museum using this kind of technology in Malaysia. So it's very surprised for our visitor to get all of this information in our chocolate museum. Next. And then our visitor might have a feeling like they want to be one of the chocolate producer. So we create a chocolate lab for them to experience how the chocolate is made. And they can select their own shape, flavor, and ingredients to make their own unique chocolate. And if they don't know how to start or they need some problem during the making process, there's a professional assistant stay over there and then provide some help to them. During the certain festival like Christmas, World Chocolate Day, or so on, we will have a special event for them to make a special handmade dessert like cookies and cakes and so on. Next. Like just now I mentioned in the 3D room, they are able to experience and they are able to see all of the big version or video that showed it to our visitor. But we, from the school, we know that teacher always use the tangible items to teach to student because they know that the greatest methods to teach is the tangible item. So the same goes also, we move on to our cocoa plantation. So there's a real cocoa plantations planted along the way to souvenir shop. that can really go and touch and taste the real cocoa and get more specific understanding of the chocolate producing process, as well as how are we going to take care the cocoa, and then how are we grow the cocoa plants. Next. Then we move on to the essential part, our souvenir and gift shop. I think most of the museum will have this souvenir shop as their tourism business to help them to earn money. And one of the unique things that we are going to provide is we will sell something permit, first launch, and limited editions product in our souvenir shop. So of course, we also will sell some basic souvenir like T-shirt, keychains, and so on to our guests as well. Next. Then we move on to our chocolate dessert cafe, is where our visitor can enjoy their leisure time with their friends and family. They can have the afternoon tea in our chocolate museum, and then they will have a taste enjoyment here because we will hire a very famous pastry chef to design all of this dessert for our visitor, as well as make sure all of them is Instagram worthy. It's very beautiful for them to take picture and post on the social media. And in front of our chocolate dessert cafe, there will be a park. So we set up a big floor-to-ceiling window for our guests, give them able to see all of the view in our park. Let's talk about the park next. So inside our park, we will actually plant a lot of trees, flowers, and plants that we have, and then to actually enhance the healthy ecosystem in our museum. And then we also aim to provide protect the natural area in our museum. On the other hand, there will also a marketed area for our visitor to roll out a small picnic. They can actually take that dessert that order in our cafe and then pack them to the park and launch a small picnic area with their friend and family. And then they will have a punch zone for the visitor to take a commemorative photo and video. They can take the photo in this punch zone just located within the park. And the design of the punch zone will be revised with different festival and give a different festival atmosphere to our guests. Next. The park is the last area that stated in our museum. So this in-house shuttle bus is the service that we provide to our guests. We noticed that most of the visitors who travel to Langkawi, they are from others region. They have to throughout the trip that they are they're planning in their Langkawi trip, they have to handle all of their own transportation, and then this will make them feel very terrible because they have to spend a lot of money on it. So we put ourselves into the tourist shoes. We hope that we can provide a complete itinerary for our visitor. So we decided to provide this in-house shuttle bus from the Langkawi International Airport, Padang Masyarakat, and the Langkawi Ferry Port in Kwa. Then we can take our visitor to our museum, and then it is more safe. It can help the visitor to actually save their money as well as the time on the journey. So from the environmental side, we can also offering this kind of shared vehicle to reduce the traffic jam and the atmosphere emissions caused by the multiple vehicle that taking by all of these tourists. And next, then finally, we'll have our eco-friendly management, which is a responsible management we are having in our museum. Because we noticed that more and more customers are increasingly considering the sustainability while they are choosing a brand to buy. The same goes also apply in our museum. So we hope that we can promote this kind of eco-friendly management, which to raise our environmental protections awareness of our visitor, as well as enhancing the preservations of global culture for future generations. It is also one of our unique selling point in chocolate museum, because implementing this kind of management can help us to enhance our brand loyalty as well as the brand image, which can help us also to like increase our competitive advantages. The two main things I'm going to mention here is the LED lights and no plastic policy. These two things is what I haven't mentioned before. Like in the park and share vehicles is also considered as the eco-friendly management, but as I already mentioned in the previous part, so I'm not going to mention here. And the LED lights, we know that LED lights can actually reduce a significant amount of carbon footprint, because it can convene approximately 70% of the energy used. So by using this kind of lighting, it can really reduce the cost of expense of our energy using in the chocolate museum, especially when we are using the light and then left it on for a long period of time. And we know that using LED lights while comparing with the traditional lights, it has a longer life. So it's very suitable for them to reduce the labor maintenance cost while using this kind of lighting. And finally, we will have the no plastic policy. All of the material that used in our museum will be reusable and packaging material, especially in our cafe and souvenir shop. All of the bag we provide to our guests is reusable and without any waste. And we also encourage our customer to dine in our cafe rather than take away, to reduce this kind of waste made by the takeaway actions. If the customer really want to take away their food from our dessert cafe, they can actually choose the reusable option, like bringing their own food container, and they can also like receive a discount from our cafe. Then this is all from my part. I will pass to the next presenter, Wei-En. Thank you.
So good morning, Miss. So today I'm going to talk about the competitor. So after we doing this research, we found there's only one chocolate-related museum actually still operating, which is the Chocolate Museum Kota Damansara, which is located at Selangor State. So this museum is using a manual-based concept, which they need more manpower to explain and guide the visitors in order to operate the museums. The way of transmitting the information is a more traditional way, which is the information board, information wall, and the physical chocolate models. And the chocolate workshop is also available either junior or advanced level, which is 30 ringgit and 45 ringgit. And they do have the souvenir shop. Let me just look. The souvenir shop will be serving variety of chocolate product brands, and their marketing strategy are using such as video, blogs, news, social media, and websites. And their target market will be the families and students mainly. And you may see the QR code at the right below. That that QR code is actually send you to the Chocolate Museum webpage. So you may scan it, and then you will see all the videos, blog and news, and the social media links all are actually at their websites. and followed by will be the entrance fee. So this will, unlike our chocolate museum, their fees are actually quite standardized from Malaysian and foreign tourists. So adult will be which means 18 years old and above, it will charge 5 ringgit. Children or student for 3 ringgit. Kids below 6 years old will be 2 ringgit. Kids below 3 years old and disabled person will be complimentary to enter the chocolate museum. And followed by the destination branding. Destination branding and entails identifying the destination's strongest and most competitively appealing assets in the eyes of potential visitors. Therefore, to stay competitive in the tourism industry, a solid destination branding and marketing strategy is very crucial. So as you can see at the slide left side is our logo and the tagline. So a logo and a good tagline are very important to a business. So the logo is able to create values, qualities, and the ownership to the business, while the tagline are actually act as a summary of what is the business all about. As Beryl Chocolate is one of the well-known chocolate brand in Malaysia, therefore there is some existing fan base for the Beryl's chocolate brand already. So the Chocolate Museum decide to utilize this original perception on Beryl's logo and modify it, become a brand new logo as the left side of the slides. And the right side of the slide will be the mascot. The mascot is a storyteller about the brand business. As a mascot is able to send message without saying a word actually. As the business is all about transmitting information to the public about information of chocolate, the design of mascot is actually taking the inspirations from the public perception uh, of the chocolate and develop the mascot as shown as right side of the slides. And here will be the SWOT analysis. There are quite a few points over here, but I will tell you one by one and elaborate it. So the biggest strength for this chocolate museum is actually the first chocolate museum in Langkawi and the first IT-based concept museum in Malaysia. The innovative way of transferring information will definitely help and ensure all the visitors learn something after the visitations. To assist on conserve and protecting the environments, the Chocolate Museum also take part of it and make it become a sustainable museum. So like just now Jingwen mentioned, we are doing quite a lot of effort to make the museum more sustainable, such as all the lights using the LED lights, no plastic use policy, like providing paper bags instead of plastic bag and etc. As the Chocolate Museum provide in-house shuttle bus service, this also make the Chocolate Museum more easier to access as the visitor may go to the Chocolate Museum by using the shuttle bus. And at the same time, the bus also able to act as a marketing tool in Langkawi Island and promote the brand of the Chocolate Museum. And as just now I mentioned, the Beryl Chocolate Museum is an IT-based museum, so it also indicates the manpower required will be lesser compared to the manual-based museum, which means the museum will need a lesser labor. That means lesser labor cost as well. And even though there is quite some strength for the museums, however, there are some of the weakness that the Chocolate Museum need to work hard to actually improve. Despite the museum being a sustainable museum, the vegetation in the museum are actually not quite enough, even though we have some coffee plantation and the park actually. To improve that, the museum may create a garden to plant more herbs that uh, able to put inside the chocolate or plant more trees at the park. And followed by will be the chocolate museum financial issue at the beginning of the business. As just now mentioned quite a lot of times as well, an IT-based museum for this chocolate museum. So the cost of building all these facilities is quite high, and eventually will run into the financial issue at the beginning of the business. So this also make the annual budgeting and business strategy a crucial part to actually avoid way too many of the bank loans. And next one will be the over dependent on third-party website. So at the beginning of the business, we are using quite a lot of third-party websites such as Wix.com, Quizzes, and YouTube, and etc. So this feature help a lot when starting a business. However, it will run into a huge risk when going to in long terms. So later I will talk about this because this weakness will eventually become a threat. So I will talk about this when I'm discussing about the threat. So to operate a business, external factors are also very important factor that impacts the business entirely. According to a recent news, Malaysia's total export has increased to 28.2 billion ringgit Malaysia from August to December 2021. So this statement has proven that the economy of the country is slowly recovering from the COVID-19 pandemic. And furthermore, in the recent news, Prime Minister of Malaysia, Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri Yaakob, also announced that the minimum wages will be increased from 1,002 to 1,005 starting on 1st of May 2022. So this also shows that the spending power of Malaysian will be increasing as well. And it is a great opportunity for the chocolate museum to do promotions and have a greater chance to actually get more visitors to the chocolate museums. Additionally, Malaysia is in transition to the endemic phase from COVID-19. So the international border will be open and the interstate travel is allowed. So this few announcement also means that the tourism demand will be significantly increased. And Langkawi as a tourist island, there are quite a lot of hotels and travel agents are available all around the island. So to promote the chocolate museum and increase the visitors traffic, it is also a great opportunity to actually collaborate with the hotels and travel agents. And despite the Malaysia being in transition to endemic, the COVID-19 virus is still quite a threat to a business as well. As the virus is able to transmit very easily, the risk of getting infected is still quite high. If a cluster happen, the business must shut down temporarily for deep disinfection, then only able to operate it back. So this will not just cause the business suffer a huge loss in terms of financial, it also a huge loss of brand image as well, and eventually will run into a financial problems. And just now I mentioned on the weakness about the over dependent on third-party website. So why is it become a threat is when the third-party website actually system down, it will actually cause the whole museum unable to operate as we over depending on the third party. So this will actually cause a museum to lose the revenue, and eventually you will need to think of some way to compensate the customer, the visitor as well. So eventually it will lose even more. So this is basically all about it for the threat and for the SWOT analysis. I will pass it to my next teammate to present.
Okay, thank you, Wei-En. So now I'm going to be presenting my part of this project. So first, I'm going to be talking about the marketing mix, which can also be known as the marketing 4Ps. So the marketing mix is a tool used to market a good or service by a company. So the main purpose of the marketing mix is to help to determine the target market and forecast the future potentials as well as the future challenges that will be faced by the company. So the marketing mix consists of 4 P's, which are the product, price, place, and promotions. So talking about the product, it refers to the goods and services provided by the company. It includes package design, features, customer service, quality, and the brand name. And as for the price, it often includes factors such as discounts, payment methods, and also the price of the product. And for the place, it refers to the location where a product, good, or service is marketed. And it includes locations and the distribution channel. And then last, we have the promotion. So this actually refers to the advertisement made by the company to attract the target market. And it includes factors such as marketing, advertising, and public relations. So next slide, please. So next, I'm going to be talking about the product aspect of the marketing mix. So in this aspect, we actually divided the product into 2 sections, which are the tangible products and also the intangible products. So tangible product can be defined as the product that has the physical presence, meaning that it is something that the visitors can actually see or touch. So for example, in our chocolate museum, we will be providing the chocolate lab tools and equipment. So because we are providing the workshop session in the chocolate museum, so we definitely will be providing the chocolate making tools and equipment to assist our visitors throughout the process of making and designing their own chocolate. And then the next tangible product would be the cafe, desserts, and beverages. So the chocolate dessert cafe inside the chocolate museum will be selling chocolate flavored desserts and beverages to the visitors, which is considered as one of the tangible products because it is something that the visitor can actually physically taste and touch. So next slide, please. So next, we will be talking about the intangible products. So on the contrary, intangible product is the product that has no physical presence, meaning that they are something that cannot be physically touched. So like, for example, the advanced technologies such as the holographic projection in our chocolate museum. So even though it is something that can be seen by the visitors, but it is still considered as one of the intangible products because it only provides visual entertainment and experiences to our visitors. And then the next intangible products would be the sales promotion. So our chocolate museum will be providing sales promotions such as the discounts and benefits to our visitors, which is something that can be only experienced by the visitor instead of just physically seen or touched. So next slide, please. So next, I'm going to be talking about the price. So I'm just going to briefly explain all the price discounts on the festive seasons. So for our chocolate museum, on the Christmas, we will be providing a 10% off for the workshop. And on Valentine's Day, the chocolate dessert cafe will be offering a buy one, get one half price for all the beverages. And the most exciting part is that on the World's Chocolate Day, our museum will be providing half price for all the entrance fees, including all types of the visitors. And the other details will be explained in details later on by Natalie. So next slide. So moving on, we have the place aspect in the marketing mix. So since our chocolate museum is located in Langkawi, so one of the target markets would be the students. So our chocolate museum would be a perfect place for the students to explore during school holidays or school trips due to the education purposes. And another target market of the location would be the local tourists. So especially those who live in the Kedah and Penang, and also all the people that live nearby the chocolate museum will get more chances of visiting the attraction and also get to know more about the tourist destination and attraction in their own country. And then next we have the foreign tourists as one of the target market. So since our chocolate will be consisting some of the most newest advanced technologies that no other museums have. So this will actually help to attract a lot of foreign tourists from all around the world. And then next, the benefits to the target market would be basic facts and knowledge about chocolate. So those who visit our chocolate museum will learn about the background and history of chocolate, facts about chocolate, the cocoa plantation, as well as the chocolate production process. And our visitors also get to learn about the functions and utilization of the advanced technology used in our museum. So next slide, please. So moving on, we have the promotion part. So one of the promoting channels used by our chocolate museum is advertising. So advertising means using different forms of mass media to communicate and interact with our target audience. So for our chocolate museum, we will be promoting our brand through TVs, radios, cinema, and billboards. And then another promoting channels would be sales promotion. So as what I mentioned earlier, our chocolate will be offering sales promotion on special seasons such as World Chocolate Day, Valentine's Day, and also the Christmas. So next slide, please. Okay, so another promoting channel that we use is the internet marketing. So internet marketing can be defined as promoting a product or service with the utilization of the web and social media platforms. So it is known as one of the best ways to promote a brand. So obviously, our chocolate museum will be creating our own website, Facebook page, Instagram page, as well as coming out with different types of posters and promotional videos to post on the social media platforms. So that way it can help to enhance the awareness of those who are surfing the internet. And then lastly, we have collaborations as one of the promoting channels. So our chocolate museum will be collaborating with several hotels, travel agents, and even schools to provide benefits, packages, promotions to our visitors. So that's it for my part. And now I'm going to pass the presentation to Natalie.
Okay, thank you, Xiaosan, and hello everyone. I'm Joy Natalie, and I will talk about the e-marketing. And in the beginning, we will use non-skippable in-stream advertising in YouTube, and it must be between 50 and 20 seconds. But non-skippable in-stream advertising aren't just paid before radios. There is also non-skippable YouTube advertisement that pay pathway through videos that 10 minutes or longer. They are also showed as main road non-skippable YouTube advertisement, and this allow the audience to see the whole advertisement and naturally attract people who are interested in chocolate museum to come here. And the image below show an example of non-skippable YouTube advertisement. And here it shows that the video will pay after the advertisement. And seeing our first week of opening, we have a buy one get one free promotion at the Chocolate Museum. So we will be displayed through overlay advertising, and overlay advertising are banner advertisements that appear along the bottom of the videos. And the examples below show a banner advertisements from hawkers. Okay, next please. So we have deals and promotion on different festivals, and we want to let more people know about the new chocolate museum in Langkawi. So we choose display advertisements, and it is also simple YouTube advertisement format. And the image below show a sample of YouTube's display and the display advertisement from Deeply. Yeah, next please. Then we will advertise through television because TV attracts a large audience, and traditional viewers' chance to be older than those in other media, and there is a strong penetration into targeted demographic house, household. And because generally every family have a television set at home, and there were opportunity to install television in bar, restaurant, or hospital, local shop, and so on. So there are multiple ways to broadcast our message. And television, unlike most advertising mediums, yeah. And television presents information in two ways. Not only one is messages on television can be seen and heard through sight and sound. And so even if people are not watching TV, but they can hear it. So about the audios for advertising, it reach a huge audience, and many people turn on the radio when they are driving, and they may even listening to the video at work because the target audience won't read a newspaper or magazine when they driving or when they feel inconvenient. And so through the audio, people can listen to information about our chocolate museum while they are doing their own things. And media research have always showed that video listeners are less likely to turn off when an advertisement is on the radio than on television. Then about the cinema, advertising involves advertisements in multiple channels and single screen theaters playing movie shows. It comprises advertisements on slide shows, and it was shown before the movie show and in video advertisements. So we are going to use that method to show about our chocolate museum in our minutes before the movie. Because use screen advertising have great impact on the audience because the screen size is large with high definition quality and combined with sound, color, and visions. So and the cinema can accommodate a lot of people so that we can advertise to the people in the cinema at one time. Okay, next please. People only have a few seconds for someone to glance up at a billboard, so the sight is a huge advantage. And large, bright, eye-catching graphic with one key message is the best route, so it will leave people with lasting impression in their minds. And because anyone who is passed by will see an advertisement for the chocolate museum. And with the billboard, we will have a regular audience. As they pass by, they will become more ingrained in their memory so that people who see our advertisement will remember them, and the people who interested will go to our chocolate museum. And because using a website can list our opening hours, contest information, show image of chocolate museum location or products, and use contact forms to facilitate inquiry from potential customer or feedback from existing ones. And we will upload promotional videos to engage our customer and sell our business in an effective and cost-efficient ways. This is also a good way to promote our social media channels and build up community with our customer. And having a high quality and easy to use website to make customers feel comfortable using service. And in today's modern world, any reputable company needs to have some form of an online presence. The use of website also allow for market expansion. Because the website can be accessed by anyone from anywhere in the world, because from any countries can find the chocolate museum in Langkawi. This will attract more people from all over the world to visit and search for more information about us. And we also provide online customer service on the website. The site have a column for people can ask questions to review customer service costs, save more time and money, and provide more information. It also means customer receive immediate responses, which helps encourage positive customer relationship in the long term. Another advantage is that if we received some good feedback, we can post it to our Instagram and Facebook to get more people to know about the place we can get so that other people can have a good impression on us. Okay, next please. Because of so many people using Facebook, there's almost guaranteed to be able to reach an audience that's relevant to any type of business. There are two types of audience that we can target on Facebook. One is co-audiences, an audience based on criteria like age, interest, and geography. And second one is like audiences, which new people whose interests are similar to those of our best customers. And we will use photos and video advertising to promote our chocolate museum on Facebook. And photo advertising is great for sharing image content. So we were going to show the audience some introduction and promotion about the chocolate museum. And video advertising is a great for both contemporary and branding. We also use the video advertisement to get our viewers to quickly access the information we want to bring them. Next, please. Chocolate Museum advertise on Instagram through the Facebook advertisement manager. We will promote posts and story directly from our Instagram professional account. Instagram have similar advertising type to Facebook. Also, it include photos, videos, story, advertisements. But Instagram has advertised in export and shopping post advertisements because using Instagram exporting their interest and discover new content creator. So advertising on Instagram export is a great opportunity to put the chocolate museum in front of a new audience. And we open an Instagram account. Seeing Facebook and Instagram can be updated sequentially. We will use both programs at the same time. For now, we have released some promotion and introduction about the museum. We will release more information later. We hope more people will follow us and get to know us. Okay, next please. Next is about the sample of poster and marketing proposal trees. Okay, so on the left side, it shows that we offer a buy one free one discount for the entrance fee tickets in the first week, and we offer pre-order stuff. So those who are interested can contact us by phone or WhatsApp and email. We also put our Facebook and Instagram names for people to follow us. Then on the right side, the poster shows the facility and attractions of the Chocolate Museum. We hope to attract more people to be interested in our museum. Look like our coconut farm, gallery, chocolate lab, souvenir shop, video room, and coffee shop. Yeah. And next, please. On the left side, it shows the shuttle bus serve price. The price is include the entrance fee, but does not include the handmade chocolate workshop expense. On the right side is the poster about World Chocolate Day promotions. That they have a special discount offer. It will have half price on that day on entrance fee. Next, please. And on the left side, this poster about Valentine's Day promotion in our coffee shop. We offer to buy one fee one half price for drinks, and we offer limited edition Valentine's cakes. And on the right side is a workshop promotion at Christmas time. We will have 10% off for the workshop, and it not only can make chocolate, and we also offer make cookies during that period. Next, please. On the left side, in our coffee shop, the chocolate dessert cafe, 50% discount for the guests who brings their box, canary or cups when they are buying food or drinks. So on the right side, we have a happy hour from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. It's a 10% discount for desserts. So next, please. So this is our marketing promotion script. So let's watch the video together. Okay, this is all for my part. Let's pass it to Xiao San. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Natalie. So in conclusion, I'm going to do a small recap of this whole project. So in order for our chocolate museum to develop and establish successfully, first we need to determine our unique selling point. And moving on, it is also necessary to analyze the destination competitiveness, which includes observing our competitors, carrying out SWOT analysis, and destination branding. And one of the important steps also includes coming up with the marketing mix and the e-marketing such as website, posters, and promotional videos. And last but not least, a great teamwork is also an important component to success, especially in the hospitality and tourism industry, because it requires large groups of people and teams working together to achieve the vision and mission. So one cannot succeed individually because teamwork is the heart of a great achievement. So next slide, please. So this is a quote that I found online, which I really like. It says, "Unity is strength. When there is teamwork and collaboration, wonderful things can be achieved." So that's it for our presentation. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for your attention.